Hey people, more Nova Drift immediately after the last one. I kind of want to try going for shield mod, because for some unholy reason they decided to buff Sentinel, which was honestly one of my favorite bodies to begin with. Just the extra shield power was pretty nice. So let's try going for a shield run. It does not matter what weapon I pick up. It is going to be gotten rid of. Pulse is a pretty good weapon, but it doesn't scale well. God, I can already see this getting stupid. I'm gonna go for regeneration just for the shield regen mod. I'm used to kind of doing this in front of the enemy with Pulse, because I'm so used to grabbing it with, like, Firefly or something to try to do a slam build. Okay, gotta get this carrier. Okay. More shields, more shields. Ooh. Turned into a monkey there for a second. There we go. First boss down. Barrier is amazing, but we can always pick it up later. I'm gonna grab regenerative shields. Just having more uptime on my shields in general is going to be very nice. I don't mind popping into these guys a bit, either. Okay. Death Blossom is an awesome mod. When your shield breaks, fire your weapon in a 360 pattern around you. But not for this build. Shield cooldown. Come here, boy. Does this attack even count as it connecting? I couldn't tell. I didn't hear the crash noise. Alright. When I take a hit, your shield discharges a damaging enemy in the... Enemy? What? Damaging energy in the direction of the attacker. I promise I speak English. Now I can kind of start bumping into enemies a bit here. Okay. Omni Shield's good. Not sure if I actually want to grab it just yet. Yeah, I'm grabbing it. Nice big chunky shield bar. And hopefully it'll just continue to get bigger. Alright. More hull wouldn't be awful. I think we're gonna reroll though. Improved thrusters, there we go. That was pretty nice. Didn't expect both of them to die there. Shield builds are just nice. They're very nice to pull off. Extra max hull or extra thrust? I'm just gonna hit a reroll. Extra shield effect radius. So the shield does slightly ramping up damage with kind of diminishing returns, and pretty much just has life steal. But it steals life and converts it into shields. Okay. I will grab Radiant Shields and Focus Shields. Grabbing both of them is a pretty solid upgrade. And besides, just having a shield radius that covers half the screen is pretty funny, too. Too bad it doesn't do damage to meteors. Or to asteroids, I suppose. Alrighty. Weaponized shields, very nice. And we get Purple Man. Which honestly might be a bit spicy because, like, this is how we do damage to him. Like, there's not much else we can do. We are probably getting a very good bonus on that shield steal. Because I can hit multiple segments of him at a time. It is so weird, but so good, just not having to care about getting hit, really. Like, if I start dropping below half, I have to care, but... What are they gonna do? Shoot me again? Yeah, I dare you. Oh, that hyper boost made me speedy. Give me a second, my cat wants out of my room. The gremlin has been unleashed. Alright. I think grabbing barrier now would be pretty good. Slower shield cooldown sucks a little bit, but eh. Just not taking more than 25 damage a hit is stupid, and allow it to survive for much longer. Volatile shields, 100%, we'll be grabbing that. Honestly, kind of hate being this fast from the hyper boost. It is very difficult to control. Okay. Galvanic Outburst. When I take a shield hit, discharge a bolt of energy in the direction of the attacker. Extra shield effect power. And target's burned. Yep, gonna want that. That is very good. Okay. Discharge is decent, but I'm gonna reroll something better. Evolutionary Niche. I mean, if this works how I think it does, it's going to increase my shield effect radius, shield power, and shield damage resistance by 10%. Let's see. How much shield do we have right now? 193.75. With 26% damage resistance. Huh? Maybe it increases it by 10%, split around all of the stats. Instead of adding 10% to all stats, which honestly would be pretty ridiculous if it did. Okay, this could get bad. I don't really have a way of stopping them from splitting. Grandure's nice, but I'm just gonna hit that with a reroll. And another reroll, I guess. Adaptive Armor is very good. It's gonna give us a bit of protection from multi-hits. Wait, this doesn't affect my shield? Hell yeah, I'm grabbing that. Little shield boy. Okay, then. Orb of Discord is going to be very nice. It's going to give us a lot of passive damage. Especially later on in the run, once we run out of shield upgrades to pick up. Singularity is annoying as always. At least it left a little bit of XP behind for me. Yeah, I'll take channeling. I want to get that core shielding upgrade pretty soon. Shield bar is so freaking big. Not used to actually having the HP. Took a bit more shield damage than I would have liked to there, but still killed him pretty fast. Wave 60. This guy's gonna suck. Gotta be careful not to actually ram into him. Once he gets that laser revved up, though, I don't want to end up in front of him. Took care of the ads. Hey, Fun, thanks for the lurk. Oh boy. Glad I got out of there. Okay, get to the middle screen, please. That went very well, actually. I think I'm gonna grab focus shields now. Get back some of that shield regeneration. Alright. I'm just gonna reroll. Rampage would be interesting, but too risky for me. Blink is very good. I want to get Discharge before I grab Hidden Power. I don't know if that removes it from the pool. So I guess I'm going with Blink for now anyway. Okay, there's Discharge. We can grab Hidden Power next. I just gotta pretty much spend my shields as ammo to deal damage to people. I mean, that's what Discharge does, but even more so with reflexive shielding. I'm not sure if that applies to my okay, it takes an average from my whole hand shields, okay. Yeah, I think hidden power's worth picking up now. I would love another stack of galvanic outburst, though. I'll see that again. Stabilization, it's pretty decent. Efficiency, I can't really fire my weapon now, so that's just 20% regen. Freaking shredded him. Alright. Conversion. If your maximum hull is greater than your shields, convert shields into hull. Or convert... Okay. I'd rather get more hull before I do that, because more shields, the better. Damage is divided evenly between your hull and your shields while you have it available. Might as well. It's giving me like 20 extra absorption from my shields. Sometimes the discharge doesn't lock on to what I want it to, which can suck a bit. Now, honestly, this multi-segmented boss is going to be very good for us, because the discharge, lightning bolts, whatever you want to call them, pierce, and my shield will do damage to each segment individually. I think that grabbing Deadly Wake now would be a good idea. Nah, opening up the skirmish tree is going to be better. Oh, come on, die already. There we go. You can do some pretty fun tricks with Blink. It's so nice. I don't like this combo. I suppose it doesn't matter if I can just kind of suck my face into it, though. I think I'm just gonna increase that whole strength so I can convert it later. Shields are so good. Blink can be so nice, because like for enemies you know you can kill before you lose your hull, you can just teleport like directly inside them and crash into them like 8 times. I need to take absorption. Force armor is just kind of too good for the build we're going for. Maelstrom. While your shield protects you, you are wreathed in a maelstrom that pushes enemy targets and projectiles around you. I've been screwed over by this before, but I've also never gotten it on a run where I was actually focusing on shields, so I'm gonna grab it. Yeah, that's good. Now I got this, like, little vortex surrounding me. $95. That was a lot of shields he managed to take off of me before he died. Probably need to stop teleporting into enemies. Second shield just sort of makes those guys a non-issue anymore. Sort of all of their segments individually. These enemy projectiles are so weird to dodge. Okay. Terminate, very good. I'm going for Force Armor though. Did I grab Juggernaut? No. I only grabbed Streamline. Wave 100. Hey, it's the new boss. You're very not friendly to crash damage. Oh, that attack looks so cool. I know I already fought this guy, but I wasn't really in a safe enough point in my run to be able to look at how pretty it is. Ah, thank you, Pretzel Rocks, for the awkward pause in music. I wonder if this counts as me doing damage to his segments individually. Because if it does, this guy has an absurd amount of health. Almost lost my mouse off of my mouse pad there. Come on. Would you just burn to death already? Thank you. There we go. Okay. Juggernaut. Yeah, I can afford that. The extra size isn't great, but it's a pretty good all-around upgrade still. Should probably start speccing into burn damage a little bit, but honestly, I'd rather just spec more into shields some way or another. Well, that vortex from the wild mod's doing good for me. Okay. Almost got bashed by that guy. That'll give me a tiny bit more shields. Just because, you know. Where's my shields? 200 shields wasn't enough. Or however much I had before doing that. Discharge is doing pretty good for me. Oh no. He probably could have killed me there if I was in front of them for a second longer. Honestly, this dude's probably the biggest threat to me at this point. Yeah, they get a lot of crash damage resistance. Deadly Wake on my side would be very good. Yeah, I think I'll grab it. Clear out some of these mines. So good. It's kind of weird how things, like, almost slow down after wave 80 now. Alright. Progression, banish all tier 1 mods, yeah. No, that burn damage is going to be too valuable in the future. I'm just gonna body anything that comes our way. Don't even have to build up speed first. Though that still helps. This host just gets shredded by the shield radius. And them and their little drones don't stand a chance. I just want to get rid of that ram dude. Not big explodey dudes, I could really care less. They just kind of die on their own. No clue where I got the hyper boost from, but I appreciate it. Alrighty. Let's hit a reroll on that. Targets at higher health take more damage. I mean, it's nice, but I think I'm just gonna reroll. Lose all rerolls, gain 5 levels. Amazing. It's freaking fantastic. Good timing to get it too. Just get that mod out of the tree. Terminate's nice, but I think I'm just gonna grab stabilization. Rotation speed. I don't want flash shielding. Kinetic boost will let me ram into enemies more reliably. Energize shields. Your shield power is increased by current speed. Let's go. Oh my goodness. You know an update's good when every run in it is your best run yet. Like, sure, I still might not like make it onto my leaderboard with this run, but damn, is it fun. Now my shield just does more damage in its giant radius the faster I'm moving, which just adds a whole nother layer of stupidity to this. Oh my goodness. Every run to that boss that stops me from screen wrapping, I have no clue what we're gonna do for it, though. I mean, no point really not to grab that, but, you know, Galvanic Outburst is better. Oh, Cargo Train 2. Medi Charge. I'm pretty sure that does actually nothing for me. So, like, you see my health bar down there? It is not happy. No, bad time for a black hole. Give this dude to me. Kill him! Okay, the black hole claims another victim. Dang. It almost got me too. Now this guy's still kind of the biggest threat to me, oddly enough. But his little projectiles ends up kind of screwing himself over, because I can trigger my Thorns effect pretty much every time I get hit by a small projectile. The weaker the projectile, the better, because it's a flat damage from that wild mod. Didn't even slam directly into him and he just kind of died. Those bolt dudes did a dumb amount of damage to my shields, though. I do have to start being a bit more careful. Come on, send more dudes at me. There we go. I suppose it sent like an asteroid wave at me or something. Firefly dudes can suck, especially the bigger ones, because they have this weird, like, thermal lance they can burst fire at you. It does crazy damage. Alright. Why do I even grab anymore? I guess I'll grab Scorching Wake. I don't really want Dying Star. Okay, that was a lot of damage. I mean, I did run into like 15 mines at a time, so kind of to be expected. Now imagine how good this would be if I could get defensive drones on top of everything. I mean, I can't because I grabbed a mod that removes all weaponry and drone construct mods from the mod pool, but still, it'd be pretty funny. You again? Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay. I keep on forgetting that enemies actually scale their damage up and don't remain the same throughout the run. So I gotta actually try not to die. I can just sit here and all of these things will die for me. Yeah. Another one, really? Blink coming in clutch there. I can just fire disruption constantly now. That is what the lightning bolts are called, yeah, I just want to make sure. Discharge, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Could grab Strafe, but no reason for me to. Next 3 upgrades only contain Riled Recursive mod. Sure. Grandeur. Energized shields. Galvanic outburst. Scorching Wake is very tempting, but also no. Better shield is more important than just a little bit of fire damage. Yeah, this run's gonna go on for a while. So let me check something real quick. Alright, and we're back. Back to this chaos. I'd say my title was pretty accurate. We have successfully broken this game. Oh boy. Don't even have to use discharge on these guys because they'll just die from being near me. I will use some on that guy just to make sure. Shield sucked on that guy. Could have taken so much damage if he didn't get it. But we're good anyway. Aegis is interesting. But I don't think it's going to be very helpful. I don't even know the use case for that. Screw it, I'll just grab Defiance. That extra bit of plating is going to be nice. Actually, that's just half of flat damage resistance, I think going for Strafe's going to be more valuable just for that thrust up. Wave 210. And it's just a bunch of these frickers. Cannot state enough how much I hate this enemy. Luckily, our build kind of just burns anything alike. And Hyper Boost. And Armor Shard. Yeah, this guy's still the biggest threat because of his crash damage resistance and general tankiness. Surprised we haven't seen the Wave 100 boss again. Gotta go to the edges and get that orange voice, because after they shoot once, they just kind of try to run away from you. Oh, he has so much crash damage resistance. That burning damage is no joke, though. Well, I accidentally killed myself there. But it was worth it. Got a pretty decent score there. But that's going to be it for Nova Drift for now. Let me figure out what I'm doing. Let's see. Alrighty, looks like we're doing Fallout 4. Let me just get Vortex loaded here. And Fallout 4 is now launching. Should probably close Nova Drift first. Don't you dare set it to the wrong game again. Oh my god. How does it mess this up? I'll fix that in a second. Give me a moment. Just the simple number at the end of the name, it always finds a way to mess up. I told the bot to set it to Fallout 4, it sets it to Fallout 2. How? I can't even alt-tab to fix it at this second. So we're just sitting here. Alright. Fallout 4 is loading. I'm too scared to alt-tab. My word, something glitched. Yep, my fallout's broken. Give me a second. Let's fix the stream info real quick. Sorry if you're hopping here for Fallout 2. My bot crapped out and changed it to Fallout 4 or whatever. Not. My bot set it to the wrong game. I'm playing Fallout 4, not Fallout 2. And hopefully it works. Can I... Let me show this to you guys. Every time I try to update my stream information, it just says failed to update. Yeah, I know how to use it. Thanks. Let me just refresh that. See if anything fixes it. Ooh, Streamception. So pretty. Am I allowed to change my stream information now? No, I'm not. What's going on? Yeah, I can't update any of my stream info. I'm trying to change it to Fallout 4 because that's what I plan on doing, but everything's just breaking. That's not Fallout 4 either. Is that gonna work? Nope. That's not Fallout 4, but what's going on, my god? I don't want to have the wrong category set for my game. Yeah. An unknown error occurred. Well, my stream's completely busted, so I'm just gonna end it here. Thanks a ton for those who stopped by. Sorry that I had to cut it off early.